Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukhachaye Kadantacha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketu Ganadyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Pakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Tiklambaradharam Vishnum Sakivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavigdhopasantaye Yasyadvaradavattradhya Parushadhya Parastatam Vidhyam Vidhyanti Satavam Vishtaksenam Tamastraye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Akishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhitakshine Krishna Dvaipaya Namvyasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedat Chabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Janmadhyasya Yataha Anvayate Itaratascha Arteshu Abhigna Swarat Sene Brahma Hidayaka Adikavaye Mukhyantiyat Surayaha Kejovari Mruda Yatha Vinimayo Yatriti Sadgo Brisha Dhamna Sveda Sada Narasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Dharmaha Prochita Kaitavotra Paramodharmat Saranam Patan Vedhyam Vastavam Atravakya Sivadam Tapatrayonolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kimva Pare Vishwaraha Sadhyo Hridi Avarudhyatehe Atra Krutubhita Susrushibhita Kshanat Nikama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukat Amrta Dravasam Yutam Kibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Bhukuraho Rasikaha Bhavi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udivayet. Now with the Bhagavad phrase, let us continue from where we left off in our last session. We are in Slokams 8, 9 and 10 in Adhyayam 29. It's Kandham 3 about Bhakti Yogam. Bhagavan is teaching us Bhakti Yogam 8, 9 and 10. We have not taken it up yet. But before that, we've been partaking the teaching from Bhagavad Gita. We were going through in Adhyayam 9 Rajavidya Rajagukhya Yogam. Adhyayam 9 Slokams 22 through 26 we covered. Now we'll take up 27 in Adhyayam 9 in Bhagavad Gita, which are important as we lead to Slokam 8, 9 and 10 and then beyond in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's Slokam 27, Rajavidya Rajagukhya Yogam. Yat karoshi, yat asnasi, yat jugoshi, tadasiyate, yat tapasyati kaunteya tat kurushva mat arpanam. It's a very important teaching, very important when we talk about in our corporate world and in our regular daily life. We make the to-do list, we say a number of things that we have to do. And then this is a to-do list in spirituality. Very important. If I do this properly, then all the other things that Bhagavan talks about will automatically result, segue into that. I don't have to do anything else. If I do this, then automatically Karma Palatyagam, automatically Sharanam, everything Bhagavan's, Mameva Sharanam Braja, everything Ananya Chintiyanto, without thinking Bhagavan, thinking only about Bhagavan, Manasa Bhajane Guru Sharanam, everything else will segue from this to-do list. And what Bhagavan says here is, Yat karoshi, tat kurushva, mat arpanam. Yat karoshi, whatever you do. Whatever you do. Karoshi is not just physical activities with the body. It also includes vocal activities, speaking, singing, whatever. Reciting slokangal, doing Ashtotram, Sahasranamam, whatever it may be, right? That's the vocal activity, the physical bodily activity that I do with my Karmendriya. Then the thinking the mind, the mental activity, okay, the chittam, the thinking process, okay, and from the thought comes desire, etc., etc. So all those yat karoshi tat kurushva mat arpanam. So a Kaunteya, even though Bhagavan is talking, Kaunteya means Kunti's son, but since I'm listening to this Bhagavan's teachings, it also applies to me. So he's saying, whatever you do, you just offer that to me, arpanam. Swami, I don't know how to do arpanam, honestly speaking. Okay, because I always have this feeling of, I am doing this, I am offering this to you. That feeling I have. So how can I really do arpanam? From here, Bhagavan says, no, don't worry about that. You just offer it to me. Doesn't matter whether you may have the hankaram, the feeling of separation. Don't worry, I will take care of all that. Eventually, all this will be taken care of. All you have to do is you offer that to me. Offer the action, offer the desire for action, and offer the results of action, offer the desire for results of action. All those, you offer that to me. Then once you do that, the doership of action also will automatically be offered. But as a first step, kindergarten level, whatever I do, Swami, I offer this to you. I offer this to you. Okay, the simple thing we can start. Yat karoshi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Yat asnosi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Whatever you eat, how many things we eat, not only breakfast, lunch and dinner, those are the food items that I eat. But I eat so many things through my eyes, whatever I see, right? Certain pleasant eyesight, certain things are not pleasant, some things I like, some things I do not like. So many things I hear with my ears, some I like, some I don't. So all the pancha jnana indriyangal, whatever, those are the eating that I do. Yet asnosi. Tat kurushva matarpanam. I see something I like, Swami, I offer that to you. If I see something I don't like, Swami, I offer this to you. I hear something I like, people praising me, Swami, I hear this. I cannot be ignored that, but don't keep it. Put it away immediately to where it belongs. Swami, this is yours, you take it. I offer it to you. Simple way we start. Some people deride me, humiliate me, Swami, I offer this to you. So, yadasnosi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Okay? Now, this pertains to our physical life, isn't it? Karma indriyangal, jnana indriyangal. Now, yet juhoshi. Now, the juhoshi is a very interesting. What it is, juhomi swaha, it's a homam that we do. It's a sacrifice. Okay? Basically, homam is a physical ritual. I can take it like that, but it is much, much more than that. Not only reciting Vedic mantrangal, but the attitude with which I sacrifice things. That is most important. I am sacrificing. That is not correct at all. Whatever I have, I'm sharing it. Okay, it belongs to you equally to the other person. That mental broad outlook must come. That sacrifice of ownership, sacrifice of doership, sacrifice of possessiveness, okay, and sacrifice of acquisitive desire. Slowly, whatever it may be, that sacrificial attitude that I develop, that also offer that to me. Because do I really know what sacrifice is? Honestly speaking, I do not know. I do not know anything at all. Honestly speaking. I'm talking about me. I only imagine it is like this. I only understand it is like this in a limited way. Okay? But I know whatever it is whatever I think it is not what it is. Right? So I really do not know. So the sense of humility, whatever sacrifice that I think I'm doing, I'm sacrificing my time for my children, I'm sacrificing my wealth for my children, my physical activity for this person, whatever it may be. I go do service, sacrificing whatever. No, it is not for me. Okay? Don't even keep that, offer that to me. Yet juhosi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Dadasi yet dadasi, charity. I give so much money, I give so much time, I give whatever that skills that I have, that we share with others. I teach people music, whatever it could be. Okay? And that feeling of I'm giving, it's not a good feeling at all. Okay, who am I to give? What is it that really belongs to me that I am giving? Right? Honestly speaking, everybody, you and I, everybody knows at the back of our mind, all this is unstable, temporary, and I really do not own anything. I'm just a trustee, that's all. What I have this moment can be taken away from me the next moment. Simple. It's not in my control. So the owner is somebody else. I'm not the owner at all. Now, I may have some money, some charity I give, some food I give to people who are hungry, whatever thing I do. That giving attitude, okay, that I am giving, that should not be there. It's an opportunity to serve the Bhagavan in that person. And whatever skills and resources and facilities that I have that I'm sharing to make somebody else's life better, that feeling of parasparam must come. There is no sense of ownership should be there. So, to achieve that, whatever you think you are giving, charity, whatever else, offer it to me. That's all. Whenever you're doing this, Swami, this belongs to you. I offer it to you. You take care. So, yet dadasi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Yet tapasyasi tat kurushva mat arpanam. What is tapas, Swami? I'm not doing any tapas. I'm here doing a grihastha life, sitting in a nice air-conditioned house, beautifully living, in like a 5-star type of life, all comforts and everything, right? Nothing that really I have to struggle for. Food is available, water is available, everything is there. No. What is a tapas? So I'm not doing any tapas. I'm not going to the forest. I'm not going into even meditation camps or anything, retreats or anything like that. No. That's not what it is. Yet tapasyasi tat kurushva mat arpanam. Tapasyasi, tapas means heat. Heat comes when? It's a refining of the thinking process, refining of the thoughts. So I have bad thoughts, non-beneficial thoughts, all selfish thoughts that come. They have to be burnt in the fire of purity, in the fire of selflessness. So that continuous act of, or sometimes non-continuous, because in some of our cases it doesn't matter, but we all try to improve because our mental thoughts are not good, so we don't have peace. So in order to attain peace, I must become selfless. So I'm trying to refine my thinking process, open my mind, open my heart. So that refining process, the thought or refinement is the actual tapas all of us must do and are doing also. So that, Swami, I don't know. I'm not able to attain peace. I'm trying to do this. Right? Whatever the effort I'm doing in that, tapasyasi, tat kurushva, mat arpanam. It includes meditation, everything else, okay, in that. So, this all life is, actually, this particular slokam covers different aspects. It covers the bodily functions, the mental functions, and the spiritual functions also. All the functions in my life, physical, mental, and spiritual, okay, whatever it may be, offer that to me. Okay, tat kurushva mat-arpanam. By doing this, when I say mat-arpanam, I offer to you. When I say that in my mind, or think that in my mind, or think of the form of Bhagavan in my mind, I offer it to you, Swami. At that moment, fleeting moment, I am thinking of Bhagavan. If I do this more and more and more consciously, the more and more and more I think of Bhagavan. As I become very good at this, continuously I'm thinking of Bhagavan. Then when I think of Bhagavan, I cannot think of anything else. When I think of wealth, I cannot think of Bhagavan. So mind can think only one thing at any given time. So if I'm able to lengthen the period in which I'm thinking of Bhagavan and ultimately all the time, then that itself takes me to Ananyas Chintayanto Mam E Janaha Pratipasate stage. Constantly thinking of Bhagavan, automatically I'm worshipping him. It's all automatic, it's all resultant. Then everything else takes care of by itself. So this is the how to do step from Bhagavan, from Swami says. Very important, because Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. That Bhaktya Prayachati, to practice doing that with love, I must do this arpanam. That aham bhakti upasrutam asnami. Okay. Prayatatmanaha. As I think more and more Bhagavan, prayatatmanaha, thoughts become pure. Love for Bhagavan increases, opens up like floodgate, and all the other things that we talked about automatically takes place. So the first step is offer everything to him sincerely, not just namesake. So this practice is what is prescribed. Very simple practice, very simple, effective, how to do step, so to speak, the exercise step, so to speak. Okay? Number 27. Now, 28. So, now when I do all this, because Ananya Chintayanto Mam is a result of something else. I feel immediately deflated and defeated, right? And defeated in hearing this. How can I do Ananya Chintayanto Mam? Because Swami, I'm not able to start this. Automatically to leave there. Then, in 28, one says, Subha Subha Palehe Yevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi Samyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimuktaha Mam Upaishyasi. Subha Asubha Palehi Yevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi Samyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimuktaha Mam Upaishyasi. See, Yukta Atma is very important. Whenever you come across the word Yuktam in Bhagavan's teachings, in spirituality, stop and think and look at what is Bhagavan saying here about Yuktam. What is it? Yuktam simply means ripening, becoming very mature, highly skilled, very proficient. That's what Yukta means. Proficient in what? Ripened in what? Ripened in this practice. Evam, this practice, mat-arpanam, that practice, sannyasa yoga yuktatma, sannyasa yoga. It does not mean I have to wear ochre robes and then take a kamandalu in my hand and walk. No. Sannyasa means this mental decoupling of giving up the acquisitive desires of ownership and offering everything to Bhagavan. By offering everything to Bhagavan is just mat-arpanam exercise. That yogam, that pathway, that process, one who becomes yuktatma, one who becomes very skilled and ripened in this, yevam mokshase, yevam, this way, we say in Tamil, ivvaru, okay? That it's not therefore, it is this way. One who does this way, okay, which way? Mat-arpanam, kurushva mat-arpanam, that evam, one who does it, Subha Asubha Palehe Mokshase. He is removed. Mokshase means freed from both Subham and Asubham. The Palam, the result that comes Karma Bandhanaihi, Palaihi. Every action I do, okay, the moment an action begins, the Palam also begins with it. Okay? It is not sequential. It is not like an action is done and then the result follows that. No. Along with the action is a result. The result may manifest at different times, in different ways. That's another thing. But the moment I start an action, okay, thinking, thought, word, or action, physical action, along with that, simultaneously, is a palam also is happening. This is the bandham, karma bandham. Now, to get freedom from this, the karma bandham, what does it do? It gives us subham, asubham. Sometimes I get nicely beneficial things, and sometimes unpleasant things. Like Hanuman tells Ravana, yeah, you've enjoyed all this time because of all the good merits that you've done. But now you're doing some heinous sinful activities, you have to pay the price for it also. So both subham and asubham in our life, both the pleasant and unpleasant, okay, in our life, is only due to our actions. The results of our action, purva karmanurupam, is what Kulasekara says. Whatever I've done before, now that appears in that form. It is not over. Action never ends unless action itself decides to leave me. That's what we are working on. Okay, that's a scriptural thing. So, karma bandhanaihi subha asubha palaihi evam. This way, mokshase, he gets freed from it. How? Sannyasa yoga yukta atma. Then vimuktaha. With this mokshase means to get freed from it. Vimuktaha means after getting freed from it. Subsequent to getting freed from the bondage of actions and the bondage from the results of actions, both pleasant and unpleasant. Subsequent to that, first if you do the Kurushva Mattarpanam command, you get freedom. Now after getting freedom, Vimukta, okay, Mam Upaishyasi, he attains me. Mam Upaishyasi, okay. That's what Bhagavan says everywhere. The Ishyasi is a very important thing. And by Manmana Bhava, Madbhakto, Manmana Bhava, Madbhakto, Matyadi, Mam Kurusva. Yeah, Mameva Ishyasi is what Bhagavan says in the penultimate slokam that comes in the 18th chapter. Mameva Ishyasi, you will attain only me. Same thing, Mam Upa Ishyasi, he attains me. So the starting point is called Kurushva, not Arpanam. That's all the starting point is. Now the question comes, as we discussed yesterday, okay, Yat Karoshi, Tat Kurushva, Mat Arpanam. Okay, Swami, whatever I do, whatever I think, whatever I speak, and I will offer that to you. When should I do that? Okay, do that right now, every moment. And where should I do that? In the place you are, not in the puja room, okay, not in the temple. Wherever you are, in whichever we may be lying down, we may be walking, we may be sitting, doesn't matter, offer that. Okay? See, that practice is up to us. The practice I must do, I must take the step and walk. But that is the brief introduction into this beautiful and divine nectarine amrita pathway, of Bhakti Yoga, as Bhagavan very clearly and in a very simple manner, very simple way, very clear way, as a small child an illiterate child can even begin to taste the nectar of it. That's how beautifully Bhagavan has, in his infinite compassion, is teaching. Forget the fact it is in Sanskritam and all that. Don't let those barriers come into your mind at all. Listen to the Divine Mother. Listen to the Divine Mother with an open heart and open ears. The message will come very clearly to you, okay? And the words, the padangal, are very, very simple to understand. Okay? And the few slokams we have covered, I hope you found that the Sanskrit padangal, the words are very simple, very easy to understand, okay? And so listen to Bhagavan's teaching, not as a sing-song, not as a Subha Subha Palairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi. No, there's no point to recite it like that at all. Bhagavan is talking to me. So I listen to him as a dialogue, as a discussion. Then it becomes much easier. Okay? So, Evam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi, that I can understand. It means, oh, this is what happens. That's what Swami says. So, dwell into it that way with Bhagavan's grace, if you are not already doing that. Now, so this is the brief sharing of the nectarine teaching from Bhagavad Gita, that Bhagavan has not begun Bhakti Yogam. The Adhyayam itself has not come yet. Okay? But all these things he is preparing for that. Then the question comes, then should I worship the form or the formless? And then, Kapila Bhagavan. Now we saw that also. We took that up in Adhyayam 12. I took that up first. Okay? Even though the order of teaching here is the other way. The form or the formless now becomes, I hope it becomes a little bit clear to you, with this mental attitude is what is important, okay, of this love. And how do I express this love, Swami? How do I generate? I want to do that. All of us want to do that, only I am not able to do it. So the best way is, Tat Kurushva Mat Arpanam. Offer that to me, offer that to me, offer that to me, right? But everything, begin at that, automatically the other things will come in. Now, if with that mental attitude of offering things and slowly and steadily practicing that and becoming good at it and better at it and all that, if I do that, then how will the worship be? Okay, when I worship a form, how will that worship be? Let us start a form worship. That's beautiful. That is what Bhagavan is now describing. In Slokam 8, 9 and 10, we can move on to that in Srimad Bhagavatam. First is the tamasic bhakti, okay, tamasic form of worship, and second is a rajasic form of worship, and third is a sattvic form of worship. And then going beyond the gunangal, okay. Now, that with Bhagavan's grace we will take up tomorrow, okay, in Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Tantet Tantet Tantet. Harihi Om.